Mississippi TV. Oh yeah. Now we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet, sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as well on for tomorrow. Now we go make salute. And it's how where you there, it no matter. It's how where you be, it no matter. Anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter.
Yes, family, and welcome back to yet another very important program where they can through the Talking Point platform. My name is Mohamed Kabo, and today on the 4th of October 2020, we get two major issues for looking to the segments. The first one, the ACC boss, Ben Kaifala, invites the ex-president Ernest Bai Koroma for appear before in commission. And the main opposition political party, APC, don't challenge the Commission of Inquiry report white paper. They say it's unconstitutional, it's baseless, it's flawed, they don't accept it. And plus, we on suggestions, recommendations, and more. I hope you will enjoy this particular segment. But first, before we reach directly to them two subjects here, I want to just make a quick rewind to history and come back to present time. The reason why we can take the time for analyze issues on this particular platform now because we don't just consider not talk about people and they were respectful and we want to continue to maintain we respect. Now, if we all disagree on any issue in the country, whether it be on religion, whether it be on tribe, whether it be on political party, we all agree on one thing, say corruption now the biggest enemy. Now they know Solomon or they deny and we all agree, thank God for that. But we probably will get how we go after this particular enemy, how for confront her. Now they challenge them the way they face we. Where we certainly would have studied how forgot about that. But now we try to get some few background about how this thing all boiled. So successive government and throughout the history of Salon politics don't try for bring calm commission of inquiry for investigate into the past activities of the former government. Officials then with the due transparency, accountability, misappropriation of funds, just at least for know what be really happen and for see if they will justice go taking course. Then Baku, I'm not going to name their all now because time not for that. Let's just take few. 1967, we know say there was a commission of inquiry. Justin Smith set up one led by Bankole Johnson, where then confiscate some properties from corrupt officials. But again, when another government come, APC, some of those properties, then they end up getting people in the back. Now, forward and quick to 1992, where Valentine Strasser and Madabio Sad Musabe overturned the late president Momo. There was a commission of inquiry. In fact, a lot of people see that as one of the toughest commission of inquiry. Why? Because now soldier man and then get gone. And then be the enforcer. You know, that was extrajudicial killings where it take place and they arrest ministers and parliamentarians and directors and put it up. It was tense. But nothing much was achieved from those commissions. All right. Now, let's fast forward now. We doing SLPP, where SLPP lost the election in 2007. SLPP lost election to APC. Late Berewa versus the ex-president, President Ernest Bai Koroma. And Ernest Bai Koroma, after winning the election, he promised for make sure say there must be a commission of inquiry. In fact, what he do when he come in power, all those ministers, serving minister directors, they're not pulled, they're not sacked, they left them and they can place them for a period of 3 months whilst in the investigate, do a transition. After that, they don't get all this thing. They found out say there is huge money were lost. In fact, it was open secret because immediately after the war, Soviet organizations, countries around the world, then pump hundreds of millions of dollars, billions of dollars for every country revive because we don't get 10 years brutal war. After that period, where we lost, where for me I see a golden period. That was a golden period. That would have been a turning point for the development of Salone. And as Koroma, in your own wisdom, decide not for follow up to the commission of inquiry where we set a recommendation what I waiting for do. It decide for shelve and concentrate on development. For me personally, that one of the biggest mistake we do now. By just shelving those reports back then, it's like a green light or a tap on the back say yes, now the current administration official, I can go ahead. Anything will happen in the future, now so back it will happen. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. It was a blunder. It shouldn't have happened in the first place. Now, we can fast forward now to present. When Dr. Samura of APC lost power to the current president, President Madabio SLPP, Madabio vowed for make sure say there must be a commission of inquiry for no waiting be happen. And it was also very clear, it was also an open secret that there was a massive corruption during the reigns of the APC, during the reigns of President Koroma. You know, come on, people in the sea, people are not blind at the country. There was massive corruption. You can imagine somebody they make $2 million and $2 million. Before you remember 2-3 years, you don't build $1 million house, $2 million house. How is it possible? What's kind of magic now? You know, people and they do things at their own will, at their own comfort, as if this is not private something, not private business, you know, with no respect to procurement laws, with no respect for transparency and accountability, with no respect for the people of Salone where give them empowered and they them position and they then job they do things randomly. Then they award contracted with no respect of any laws, absolutely. You know, it was so personal, so personal. People in the work for the government of Salone with personalizer, you know, which was a grave mistake. Because government gets you in process, it gets you in bureaucratic steps away for follow. Procurement laws and they were the established, way for follow, where some of them for to put them. And then even where the institutions and they do exist, not just like for attract donor or for at least just ordinary thing for say like with the try for do in theory waiting then waiting most of the donor countries are required. These are some of the reasons why they even exist. Now, when the current presidents take power, then do a government transition report where they found out there was massive misappropriation of funds, over $2 billion according to what they said. They set up this commission of inquiry. He revealed with a white paper for showing place misappropriation of funds, tens of billions, hundreds of millions, hundreds of millions, billions. The numbers, when I go through those numbers, you know, man, now like Richard Card is so pathetic. And this was just how it was. You know, sometimes we call spade a spade. You know, this is not about any other things about Salone. It's about Salone man in the sea. It's painful where people in the personalized team with mentor general, you know. Now, in the reports, some section in there where they look at some specific areas where they feel say the ex-president, President Ernest Bai Koroma involving. In other words, in need for explain certain things then. For example, the rutile deal will take place behind closed door, according to what the Commission of Inquiry say, over $12 million when they sell the shares, were enough for BISO, according to the Commission of Inquiry. The activity will take place now the petroleum directorates, where they say the president involved. And plus other things where they recommend the Anti-Corruption Commission will take charge and investigate the allegation and then see if there is a need for prosecute. Well, with other things then, this results to the invitation where Ben Kaifana issued to the ex-president for making appear before the commission. Hold on a bit. A lot of people don't see say this is unusual. This enough for B, this is disrespect, this now which owns. Why even therefore invites an ex-president who for see like a statesman and elderly man who don't serve the country 10 years for go appear before a commission of inquiry, before a small young guy, Francis, where himself gets you on floor, and all of those other complaining they are around. But I just want to let me people in Salon people understand, say, yes, in Africa, these issues when they go after ex-presidents are not common, you understand. But in outside Africa, they're plenty. You check South Korea, you check Brazil, you check in Pakistan, it happen. But however, even in Africa, some places and they back where it happen. Now, in South Africa, one of the powerful politicians, before he become president, when Jacob Zuma, when he became president, he was even charged. He was even going under strong scrutiny of alleged corruption. And when he left power, he was even sent to court. He went to court and tried to defend himself. Now look, this short clip where for proof to say what's happening at Salon. So when they invite ex-presidents for can answer, but some allegation in order to way extraordinary, it happened, and not to anything for me personally in a bad thing. Look at this, and we can analyze even better.
This is a significant moment in South Africa's history. For the first time, a former head of state is in the dock facing corruption charges. Jacob Zuma looked subdued as the judge adjourned the beginning of his trial to June to give lawyers time to prepare.
This matter is adjourned to the 8th of June 2018.
All right. Now, you don't see this. It happened. First, I just want people to understand something. The president, now a human being just like me, is an ordinary citizen, where now we all get salute. When we look with all the other people that we say, no, let this man rule we. Since we all know we go sit down at that chair. Now job we can. And as a standard practice, when he boss give you job, you need to come report to her. And if you report to her, you find out say there are issues around, you need this for see who say you be work, sideway them for compliment you, sideway, then for we book you, then we book you, sideway them for warn you, then warn you. It just normally okay for me. Absolutely okay. Get no nothing for say now disrespect, now this now which owns get nothing as long as we do it for the interest of the country. There is no doubt, absolutely, there is no doubt. The ex-president don't work for the country massively in terms of road infrastructure. The economy was boom during 2014, become one of the fastest in Africa and one of the fastest among other world economies there. And in legacy stand there. But however, now what I'm doing on time, he made some mistakes there, when I clear mistakes there, where things can be happen in a way where not supposed to happen. We see them, they recycle old politicians, where even they corrupt, where they don't find wanting, or even they are with strong allegation, they bring them come back, all that stuff. So there were mistakes made. So if they invite the ex-president for go face ACC, I don't feel say now anything where people have to take out of proportion. But however, now we just understand something. We country in peace is fragile. We country in democracy is fragile. There are unscrupulous politicians and people, and then a salon, outside salon, we might want for you some of them here for twist and turn and bring can something there where at least we might not be able to control. What I try for say, I'm not saying many no invite or many. Let me just exercise the best method what we feel say we go able to act. The government of Salon. What I mean, we are talk about the entire government, talk about you and me. Now we give the president power. Now we begin work, So we get a government. It's not about these individuals. We'll talk about Salon government, where they try for ask how this man be work. If you give somebody work, a standard practice, if you can't explain how the person will accountability and transparency, or areas where doubts they for can't clear. We just, sometimes there is a need where they can say you tamper justice with mercy. Not say justice weak, but because of the greater good. Because sometimes you analyze holistically, given the power where this gentleman willed, with the amount of literacy working at the country, more than 60% illiterate people, who never understand some of them tell what they expensive. It's okay, it's normal for let the president go answer because these are allegations there. For find out whether they what they say is right, because we also know say they foresee some of the houses there, due to the recommendation of the white papers there, where everybody know. We're not gonna go deep into that again. Now, we come to the APC, the All People's Congress, the main opposition political party in the country. Then put a statement, then deny like almost everything where this white paper say. Then say the paper is unconstitutional, the setup of the team, we don't count of this team. Then say then they sit down, then go challenge them, then will do anything where they feel say the right way for make sure say then challenge the findings, in other words, the recommendations, because for them, they say like now witch hunt. And if you watch at the statement where they just released, you find out they're complete innocent. They're not doing nothing, absolutely right. Found on, now listen to what the Attorney General Geffo say regarding this witch hunt thing and some of the issues that where the APC gets against the white paper.
The report, you find out that there are 7 officers in this government whose names appeared there. They were investigated. So it was not only confined to, for example, one political party operatives, but all those who served in the previous government. And you will recall that there are some people in this administration who served in the previous government. So you cannot say it's a witch hunt.
About this, people in the go, we don't see, people are not blind. We see what happened during the past regime. Check what happened at the Ministry of Youth. Billions of loans were misappropriated. There are what contracting with some people not deserve for letting get them contracting. They not follow procurements, they not follow to the letter the procurement laws. They not giving sober supporting documents. It just happen like say where they want your own personal life or a personal business or family affairs where you like nobody know they be any. Now you pass that money, but this is not true. This now salon people and them then take them go trust some of them money then they. When some of them guys they go to another place they then take them misuse for themselves and their family, not for you, not for in region, not for in religion, not for in tribe, for yourself. But because of this shameful smartness when they claim in the Twitter IBM political party. So the argument when the APC they point out say unconstitutional is like not justification try for cover the like not like a club where like people that try for hide cover themselves, like a court. Like a court try for cover waiting like be your brother's keeper. Enough for be so. Enough for be so. Enough for be so. Now, one of the recommendations where they make to all the political parties in the country, these are the best interests of the country. And they appeal to saloon politicians. Now we don't see the political parties as a club, a social club, or a court for protect each other or one another. If a politician belong to a political party, APC, SLPP, NGC, C4C, whatever political party, then found out wanting with clear evidence. We know, you and me know, say some of them, they engage in corruption. We know. The best interest of the country, sack this politician on a party, pull her there. Pull her, not encourage her. Pull her outside. Other people in the back where other people in there were clean, where most probably will work good for the country. If the political parties then they set this precedent, this example within themselves, then the discipline within themselves, then I'm telling you, the salon government will work very well. But if you check what the FCPP they do, most of them they try for protect themselves. You understand? If something happened to this one, they only come, they beg and talk, they put on this one, don't do it, we don't suffer through thick and thin. The same thing can APC and so that they do. When this person, even when evidence they against them, they all the gang, fight against the common people because now like you fight against the people, work. This, sincere, it really painful. This is one of my strong recommendations to all the political parties, SLPP, APC, NGC, all. Anybody who found wanting within our own internal investigation, una sack this person, una pull out on a party. Una pull and discipline. So even if na kind of power now, within that people and they take time. If somebody wants thief now, said, if the member say, if they catch me, I know they just lost my job, but I will face the consequence. But if we try to protect one another, I get you back, you get me back. I'm not fair because I'm also at the end of the day, people and they being more they protect me. Dear me, I don't know. But this I feel say now one of the way this way I feel say will minimize corruption. The argument when the APC they point out say you're unconstitutional is like and justification try for cover the like now like a club where like people be your brother's keeper. Enough for be so. Enough for be so. Enough for be so. If you're not able to serve the people without stealing from them, they're not join politics. They're not going to take the position of the people. They're not going to sit on there. They're not going to pay you 2 million loans per month, though you go build 500 million house, 1 billion loans house. How is it possible? Or $1 million house, we see how it happened. And we can't tell the way people see this again, where people in there, they say, even the government where they accuse the ex-president or the former government, then said corrupt. In fact, even the present government, the current president, when a president, Julius Madabio, is corrupt because there were allegations say when he be as head of state, where they are over, they take $80 million. This was an allegation. I don't know how true is it. People in there say, where that 80 million, where it take. People in there even say, but when the moral grounds where even this government forget for even go after previous administration, where 49,000 bags of rice come, he lost where they were, the arrest ministers and directors, other people, the case left off. They all don't go back to their position. You know, you see how they play with your brains in it. You see? You see it? You know what's happening? The chief minister, they accuse and say it take bribe of $1.5 million. The post where accused and any arrest, then go lock up. You know, the SEC not call herself. Not call herself. The office of the first lady, people are not accuse that office for say a secretive. Salon government is sponsored that office. The Answer for Our God's project, partially, plus some other donors there, where transparency, the accountability, the serious allegation in the SEC not ever tried, not ever attempt. Ben Kaifala not ever tried for even make an attempt for say, Lord, we try for clarify things. So all of these are some of the allegations the people that they pinpoint and try like for question the moral ground. But again, I have seen people and they say power person will get a clean slate before we begin to fight corruption. But Salon people will not ready it for chase corruption. We're not ready it. Now let's start, even if we start now, we set up, we be serious, we sincere, then we go see how we go move forward. You know, there should be repercussion for somebody take Salon people and money, misuse that. There should be transparency, accountability. There should be a day of reckoning for people who feel say the main intention way for cancer politics and for cancer. The main intention way they come for politics and for enriching civilian family. Most of them, 90% or more. I'm telling you, these are people that were so damn selfish, self-centered. All waiting they talk about, waiting they try to do, what they try to manipulate. The best thing to stand for themselves. It's not about the country. It's not about you and me. You know, it's disgraceful. You're appalling. This thing will stop not the country. Corruption we don't fight 10 years war. Over 50,000 people have died. Corruption don't make the basic necessities of life where the ordinary citizen forget. For leave us number and water, man, we're not getting the salary. Corruption don't make we don't become a laughing stock in the world today, given the size of our population and the resources we God bless you with. We're not getting nothing for sure. It's very serious. So that issues it can pain some of we deeply. You know, we not get statesmen there. We not get statesmen. We not get statesmen there. Now politicians then we get. There's difference between statesmen and politician. A statesman, now people will look deep within themselves, then try to make provision for the future generation. Sorry, for the future generation. How they go eat, how they go school, how they go develop, and so on and so forth. Politicians, they're out for winning election right now. On the next election, that are the focus. Strategies, tactics, manipulation. What they will use for make sure say they get to the next part. These are the people that will get too much of the country, more than 90% of them. So if we not start in the area of the ex-president, just like what the commission recommends, say them for grant an amnesty, given that now statesman, you don't work for the country, instead don't left a legacy, then for grant an amnesty. It depends on how they look at it. But I think say it make more sense given the nature of the country, because say what me, Ernest Bai Koroma is very popular in the country. Make no joke about it. Make no joke. If the current governments, this, me, I like to say things aside this year. It might not make sense to you, but to me, that's what we see. If this current government say, then for go by letter, make sure say like there are 6 houses and they are left say blah blah and salary not commensurate within the 10 years, blah blah, then for seize them. It would be a mistake. It could be a mistake, It could be a mistake. So I just want to let the government be careful, act maturely, not act out of sentiments, out of sort of like wanting to do things for, let us say you don't do it. You might get forces there from two different parties. You get the people who are the hardliners, they get the dove. Within even the current administration, where they say, for do the hard way. You get some people in back within the current administration where they say, no, don't take time, don't do this. I feel see them voices and the moderate voices and it makes sense, particularly when it's come to the area of Ernest Koroma, very powerful in the country. So if the current government not take time, how do they handle this issue of Ernest Koroma? It might go out of hand, and maybe, I know you want to talk and let God be able to understand yourself. But for other people, because the reason why I try to talk, I know that I can defend Ernest Bai Koroma. I know Fambuluta. But me one believe say each and every president we sit down at that chair, they get good intention for the country. But one person, go there all side. The late Tijan Kaba, he was a good man. He meant good for Salon people. He wants the country to develop, but how? He not able to fight the forces of corruption. They overpower. Say vex. We see what can take place. It happened. Even this current administration, if he plays the art of Marabio, he won't really for let Salon develop. Me, I know that I had, but this not just like the psychological feeling, the legacy of he say each and every president want for left for saying this do. Because you not go sit down there forever. One day then go say don't go. But you want me to remember you. But Marabio now one person, he get other forces around now where then they pull back. Even when they try to forget at it, now they warn them, they tell them, see, man, look, this thing is very serious. Now warning, Commission of Inquiry don't come. And if this government go out, another government come out, there is possibility of setting up an anti-corruption Commission of Inquiry also. And this time again, if we enforce her, they said they're going to enforce her. So what you back, what you do. So now that don't want me to look at so presidents there most times, and also they're not corrupt too, but they mean good. But the other they follow them, the followers there, it's too much. So let's start something. those people will take salon money wickedly, massively. At least, dear, when I return so. Dear. Let some side get light. Let some side get water. Let some side get school. Let some side get medical attention. And again, the warning to this current government, the Anti-Corruption Commission, again, will be even more powerful. Because I feel say the next political party, whether it will be APC, because two political parties will get in this country, we don't the rule we. I know say in 5 years or 10 years, APC get for kind of power back. They say therefore make sure say most probably they must set commission of inquiry. And if this trend continue for the discipline, transparency, accountability, respect for law, respect for procurement laws, respect for bureaucracy, respect for government processes there, maybe sanity would prevail in the country. Sanity will prevail. Now that make we'll therefore be very serious about this. We'll therefore be very serious about this. One, we serve. If you want make money, go look for other places. Not to for poor people and money they can't take and enrich yourself. You know, just make any sense. You know, with any conscience. You know, it's very, very pathetic what happened in the country. Sorry. So these are the points I try to say. Me, I'm not against the commission of inquiry. I'm not against some of those recommendations. I just look at the holistic approach given about sort of these things that would enlighten, we don't present. May the government be very, very matured and cautiously and handle them very professional, so that at the end of the day, transparency, accountability will take place, and maybe other people might think twice if they are going to corruption. I'll tap you. My name is Mwame Kabo, and I thank you for listening up to this point.
Platform, TTPTV. Oh yeah. Unale we pledge, we love and loyalty to we sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as well. For tomorrow, now we go make salute. And it's how where you there. No matter, guy, will you be? It no matter, anything you they do. It no matter, oh yeah. It no matter, now we putting up stronger one inside Sierra Leone, like a big quantity. We breeze not a shame. TTPTV, talking points platform. Then they give me information about salute. TTPTV, talking point platform for news every day. Now we country salute for education, entertainment, political affairs. TTPTV, we put enough Tanga one inside Sierra Leone, like a big quantity. We breeze not a shit. TTPTV, talking points platform. Then they give me information about salute. TTPTV, talking point platform for news every day. Now we country salute for education, entertainment, political affairs. TTPTV.